kind of funny because these motherfuckers said they're anti-political, but just like anywhere else, they all political. No, I'm serious. And it's also kind of funny because you got this dumb chick and Donald Trump using the Village People. That's the most gayest. That's the most gayest song ever. The Village People. No, I'm serious. He used the Village People, and it's crappy. That's the gayest song ever. So yeah, there you go. And we also got the trailer for Daredevil Born Again. It's kind of funny. These morons say the MCU is dead, but as soon as this comes out, they all support it. No, I'm like, what does he mean, girl boss? I'm like, literally, girl boss. Why is it okay for them to have a girl boss in their comics? No, I'm talking about the Yaira sisters, the Yaira, yeah, the Sofer sisters with Yaira. No, it's like they say you don't like girl bosses, but them themselves have a bunch of pick me girls in their comics. No, I'm serious. And they're being everybody's being racist now in America. Extra racist, all of them. Let's see, where's that indie? Because he's gonna get a lot of racist people now that Trump's in office. There's gonna be extra racist. What's that Yaira comic? Uh, so yeah, I'm like, what does he mean, no girl boss? I can't wait till the Supergirl trailer comes out and they're gonna call that a girl boss because Tom King's comic, aka the Women of Tomorrow comic. And the only reason Wilson Fisk got to this point is because of that Echo show. No, this is a continuation of his story from Echo. No, I'm serious. This is the continuation of his character arc from Echo that they're not gonna reference. They're not gonna reference that. They're not gonna reference the fact that his character development into the MCU came off of Maya Lopez, his adopted niece from this show. Yeah, because literally, it's like this show is a part of the MCU, but it's a spotlight, not a full show. So it's a spin-off of Hawkeye, and it continues into Daredevil Born Again. Yeah, Maya Lopez, aka Wilson Fisk. She it's like literally it's like his. However, Maya is by the Fisk left Maya in a burden of trying to his affairs in heat and runs for mayor. So yeah, so basically this is good. So he got enlightened by Echo, aka Maya, and he became mayor of New York. So yeah, the story. So yeah, literally, if you watch the Daredevil series, like literally interesting story with him as a kid, and then later on you find out when he returns to New York City, he had a niece that he adopted because he killed her father and shit, and he raised her like she was his own, and it led, and then he got his wife left him, aka Val, Vanessa left him at the very end of Daredevil season 3. Yeah, 3 seasons, yeah. And
look at the series as a whole. I don't think the series was anything super revelatory. It was just a goofy
that
series,
motherfucker's
and
a
for what it
monster,
was doing,
dude.
it did it
Wilson Fisk is a
really,
monster.
really effectively. And
Oh,
I'm
you
really
got
excited about all the bits.
oh yeah, the Iron Fist tie-in with the Daredevil series was kind of okay with the hand. He had a thing with the hand as well. Wilson Fisk.
Who comes back this episode, or like the friend who helped them in the spa. Like after there was all these
Literally,
people
it's
in it,
like
and I like that that was just a subtle thing
dude
throughout.
had mommy
But
issues,
here,
father issues,
really
like
exaggerated. I
all
love
that
that.
shit.
But anyway,
Fisk.
pulling back up from the series, it was just
He
really effective.
hired
They really
Frank
got to the
Castle
point
to take out
from
Matt
A
Murdock,
that
aka
it
the
wasn't just like
Daredevil.
a
That was
slow thing
awesome.
that they were going on. They had a full arc and they told it and they told it well. And it
And
felt
it's kind of funny because
effective.
Frank Castle's
So
gonna be in the series
but
too.
again, it felt like it was effectively paced for the most part. There was a couple
So
of
they
moments
also
in the series
and
that
also
just
gonna
pushed
do
it
a
into the middle.
punish
But it
a
felt like a big
reboot
effort to
of the
set big
Punisher
priorities,
show as
especially
well.
Disney Plus style
So
show.
so they
So
used the
so like
She-Hulk show to test the waters with him, and then they also used Spider-Man Far From Home, and then also Moon Knight to see if they can do it. And the Moon Knight show fed into the whole can we do a dark and gritty show, and they did. It was awesome. Moon Knight. I dare you to go back and watch Moon Knight. That was awesome. And then it kind of flip flop with Secret Invasion with it, and then Falcon and the Soldier was interesting as well.
But there's also part of me, and I know this is going to get deflected, who appreciates things like Star Wars The Acolyte a little bit more. Not because I think they're better in terms of
And then
like
you
the
have
two
them
like
introduce him doing
effective
something
storytelling.
different with
Because it has
Matt
something
Murdock and
really about
She-Hulk
it.
Attorney at
Even
Law.
though
That
it's
was
something new
a
and
comedy
wanting to do something new with
parody
Star
of
Wars
it.
what
So it's
The
like
Acolyte was,
Matt
it just
Murdock can work in anything. So it's like awesome. And I like how they also tied into Miss Marvel with her father, Kamala's father, in this as well. So yeah, there you go. You got a Wilson Fisk stuff in here is like and cool.
But I don't even know what that meant because there was a recent thing that came out a few days ago that apparently Skeleton was getting even less ratings than The Acolyte, which makes me
Thank you for finding the time.
You see what I'm saying? Because the old Wilson Fisk would just kick, would have said something, said something right here, and then he would have. This kind of reminds me of the Heat, that movie Heat with Robert De Niro in in what's his face. This scene right here, this opening scene right here, kind of reminds me of the camping scene with Robert De Niro and what's his face, Al Pacino. Yeah, the whole face off with each other scene is reminds me of Heat scene. It kind of got that whole Heat scene.
I will admit, it's not entirely unpleasant seeing you again.
And it's kind of funny because he knows Matt Murdock is Daredevil because of what happened in season 3. No, I'm serious. He knows Matt Murdock is Daredevil. So it's kind of funny seeing them work together because this is the Devil's Reign story from the comics.
A lot of time has passed. By the look of it, you've come up in the world.
Yeah, you got his friends. I like how they got him, and I like how in the real world she got what's his face to play D&D.
I could say the same about you. The mayor.
I like how they kind of references what's his fair, what's his face, who in real life was a bad mayor of New York and kind of went to jail because of what's his face in office, Trump. Yeah, Trump got off scot free, but Mayor Giuliani went to jail. No, it's kind of interesting you saying that because he's supposed to be Mayor Giuliani who went to jail while the guy who should go to jail didn't go to jail. So it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny that, isn't it? Everybody who helped him paid with the jail, but not the guy who should go to jail. So yeah, there you go.
serves his city. I can see you're not entirely convinced.
Can you blame me? I can't shake the feeling that you're gaming the system.
Well, yeah, you're right, man. He is gaming the system. That's what he does. He's Wilson Fisk. He's a white dude doing the whole gaming the system. That's what they do, man. That's what they do, man. That's what they do, man. That's what they do.
Why did you stop being a vigilante?
The line was crossed.
It's hard to come to terms with a violent nature. Hating the power it has over us.
Yeah, didn't also the finale of Daredevil he get a second chance because he was saved by a sister, uh, and who basically took care of him, Matt Murdock. And then he also you could reference the fact that he met Jennifer Walker's She-Hulk. I'm just saying you could reference that as well.
This city can't go unchecked.
Go Power Rangers! The Devil's Work. I wonder why this is okay, but it was wrong for them to do this exact same tone for Captain America Brave New World. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's because this is a white dude and that one's a black dude doing it. No, I'm serious. This is the same tone they're doing with Captain America Brave New World people.
Sometimes peace needs to be broken. Chaos must reign.
Am I putting the hatchet down?
Motherfucker, I was done, Matt. I was fucking done, Matt. I saw the light, Matt. And now you're trying to bring me back in? When I'm done, you just motherfuckers always gotta pull me back in, motherfuckers. I did not want to have to kill a motherfucker. I gave up that life, Matt. I gave up that life. Now I gotta kill a motherfucker. I gotta kill these motherfuckers. I gotta be the Punisher, and now I gotta kill a bunch of motherfuckers. And I'm also wondering if because of what these chuckleheads did, aka the Chuds, aka the far right, is Frank Castle gonna be the Frank Castle? Is his logo gonna be the same? The logo on his shirt, Frank Castle. No, I'm serious. Is Frank Castle gonna get a new logo as the Punisher? He had a new because in the comics, the Frank Castle has a new logo. I'm not. He didn't really change. He just got a new logo because he still kills motherfuckers in the comics. He just does it more efficiently and not all out because I have to be like representing this skull. He no longer has the skull logo in the comics. He still has that logo, but it's not. He kind of up it a notch. The whole Frank Castle, because I remember in one issue of his the new issues of his comic, he got a new logo, and then he also became the Cosmic Ghost Rider at one point. So I'm like, is they gonna reference that Frank Castle became the Cosmic Ghost Rider in the either Avengers Doomsday or Secret Invasion, where you get a moment in the story where you get a bunch of variants and then you get a variant of Frank Castle as the Cosmic Ghost Rider. That would kind of interesting to see in the MCU, a Cosmic Ghost Rider. Frank Castle is a Cosmic Ghost Rider. That'd be kind of cool. I'm just saying, it's like you can reference that. It's like because it's in the comics. It's the comics, dude. You can reference shit like that for Frank Castle. It'd be kind of cool to see what's his face as Frank Castle, but as the Cosmic Ghost Rider, and he's just with his chain and machine guns and shit. It'd be cool. Frank Castle, the dragon skull. Oh well. Okay, where was I? Yeah.
I was raised to believe in grace.
Oh yeah, yeah, that motherfucker. I'm like, okay, let's see. So yeah, this is phase 6 of the TV stuff, because after this one is gonna be Ironheart. Ironheart. So yeah, the villain. Oh yeah, they also gonna introduce White Tiger in the show. That's who he is, White Tiger. It's like, yeah, it's because that's also gonna introduce his daughter, who's also gonna pick up the mantle of the White Tiger. Because yeah, she was in the comics and she was in Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon, White Tiger. Yeah, she was also in the comics. Yeah, so yeah, he has a daughter named Angela Denzella. She's Latino, and she was introduced in Ultimate Spider-Man. Angela Ada Tenzella, I believe that's the one we had in Ultimate Spider-Man. Yeah, and she was in the Ultimate Spider-Man first, and then she did a bunch of other crossovers afterwards, and she was yeah, his daughter here was in Ultimate Spider-Man, part of part of his team here. So yeah, that's kind of interesting to introducing him. That's kind of cool. Have White Tiger.
But I was also raised to believe in retribution.
Oh yeah, I like how and it's kind of funny because they referenced this in She-Hulk Attorney at Law with these different hoods of Matt Murdock's Daredevil. So in a way, the show She-Hulk led into this because yeah, because you could say what's his face from She-Hulk made all these hood for Matt Murdock, special livery for Matt Murdock. Or you can say the guy from the series did it, but I'm gonna say it's the guy from She-Hulk did his hoods for Matt Murdock. So yeah, that was an Easter egg from She-Hulk Attorney at Law. These hoods, and they look awesome. I like each every one of them represent a past of Matt's history in the MCU, aka the MC entertainment side of things from Netflix. So yeah, this one is the one he got off of She-Hulk, or was it? No, yeah, I'm gonna say that. Yeah, and all the other ones came from his Netflix era of being a vigilante. And I also like how they reference the comic when he had the yellow suit. It's like awesome, but it's kind of look yellow, but it kind of looks bronze to me. It's a dirty bronze look with his face mask here. So it's like awesome seeing a bunch of takes with Matt Murdock's Daredevil here. And I like the look of the eyes here, all red. It's like evil red. I'm gonna say it's a lot better than the Ben Affleck Matt Murdock's Daredevil costume. I'm gonna say that it's a lot better than the Ben Affleck's Daredevil costume. some shit right there. That's some shit right there. That was some shit, dog. That was some shit. That was some shit, dog. That was.
Thank you for finding the time.
I like how he's forced to work with Wilson Fisk here. He's forced to work with Wilson Fisk, Frank Castle, and all that. He's getting his own version of the Defenders here. He's creating his own version of the Defenders, kind of here. It's kind of like the Defenders. Frank Castle, Wilson Fisk, and it's like I'm hoping this leads into him being in Spider-Man 4 with Peter Parker Spider-Man. I'm gonna say that, especially Frank Castle and Vincent D'Onofrio as Wilson Fisk, because you want to get that iconic stare down with him and Spider-Man. The same thing with Frank Castle here. You want that iconic Spider-Man team up or fight up with these two.
I will admit, it's not entirely unpleasant seeing you again.
It's like
A lot of time has passed.
It's kind of like he's still trying to get over the vision he got from his adopted niece Maya Lopez, aka Echo Wilson Fisk, because he did a bunch of dark stuff in the past. So he's trying to get over all that shit. Wilson Fisk.
Past. By the look of it, you've come up in the world.
I could say the same about you.
The mayor serves his city. I can see you're not entirely convinced.
Can you blame me?
But it's 2025 and people like you get away with a lot of stuff because you got power and money, Wilson. People like you get away with a lot of stuff nowadays because you got wealth and power, Wilson. I'm just saying, people like you get away with a lot of stuff, Wilson. I'm just saying, Wilson. People like you get away with a lot of shit. A lot of shit. A lot of shit, dog. And I'm gonna say, damn, this is the Devil's Reign story. This is the Devil's Reign story, dog. This is the Devil's Reign story, dog. This is the Devil's Reign story. So yeah, let's go. There's a series.
I can't shake the feeling that you're gaming the system.
Why did you stop being a vigilante?
The line was crossed.
It's hard to come to terms with a violent nature. Hating the power it has over us.
This city can't go unchecked.
Sometimes peace needs to be broken. Chaos must reign.
Am I putting the hatchet down? I was raised to believe in grace. But I was also raised to believe in retribution.
And I like how he's wearing these hoodies and it is a homage to his that. It is an homage to his upbringing of becoming Daredevil from season 1 of the series from Netflix. Release the rage, Matt. You sometimes gotta release that rage, dude. You sometimes gotta release the rage.
And I really like flipping the chair around to sit down. Like that's what you think a man would do. But in reality, like a man, when we see a chair, we just sit in it. Like we don't. Yeah, I like having the back of the chair available, so I can sit back, and I don't.
You know what? I want to see that. I want to see those skins in Marvel Rises, aka Daredevil. I want to see those skins in Marvel Rises. I'm gonna say that. I want to see those skins in Marvel Rises. I want to see those fucking skins in Marvel Rises. No, I'm fucking serious, people. I want to see those skins in Marvel Rises. And it's also kind of funny because no one cares about America right now. We don't really care about America right now, people. So yeah, let's also watch CBR take on it.
So Daredevil Born Again has had so much anticipation since it was included in the yet-to-be-released but upcoming shows on Disney+. Born Again is a fan-favorite comic series, and today, on CBR, we're going to explore how this comic series can be adapted for the MCU.
Been some time, hasn't it?
So for fans of Daredevil who might be unfamiliar, you're asking yourself, what is Born Again? Daredevil Born Again is the comic book run of issues 227 to 231. Written by Frank Miller, this arc explores Daredevil.
Yeah, Frank Miller did. Frank Miller, who gave us the Dark Knight Returns that they used with Christian Bale's Batman. No, I'm serious. That's the same Frank Miller. And it also Frank Miller gave us the Watchmen series. So yeah, there you go.
Devil as he hits rock bottom in every conceivable way. After having his life destroyed by Kingpin, he's got to climb out of the abyss and restore order to it once again. Daredevil Born Again is a raw story. It's very gritty and it kind of lends itself perfectly to the aesthetic that we've seen in the Daredevil series so far, going back to Netflix. It's a superhero epic, but on a street level. So it's really possible for anyone to put themselves in the place and feel like Daredevil. As much as this story is filled with darkness and despair, it's also a story about hope and love. Ever since the 2015 Netflix series made its debut, Daredevil has been hoped for and requested by fans to join the MCU. But the Infinity Saga was just so jam-packed with villains and heroes, it seemed tough for them to find a way for him to make his entrance. But that all changed during Spider-Man No Way Home. Charlie Cox was Peter Parker's lawyer in the film and made a great appearance. This led to more appearances in MCU TV shows like She-Hulk, which maybe fans didn't quite want to see him in, and then in Echo, which he had a really great return to form for a gritty fight scene. I'd like to see more of that in Born Again.
I've been watching them all night.
Of course, seeing these appearances of Daredevil was great. I think I was still kind of waiting for him to come back and have his own series, to make a true appearance. Finally, this is happening, and we're getting more than we wished for with Born Again being the premise for this series. It's even been reported by Forbes magazine that the engagement for the new Daredevil series is way higher than with any other MCU show. What needs to be understood is that the Disney Plus iteration of the Daredevil Born Again series won't just be a one-to-one adaptation of the comic. A primary reason for this is that the MCU just hasn't introduced all of the elements that we see in the comic, so it won't flow bit by bit just like the comic, and they're gonna have to take some creative license. This is especially true when it comes to the villains in the Daredevil Born Again series. We can see this with the character of Gladiator, who is actually already in the Netflix series in his civilian form as Melvin Potter. He wasn't a villain though in the Netflix series, he was actually featured as Daredevil's armorer. Although he has a small role in the comic, still, it would be quite a change from what we've seen in the past and would need to be explained.
Exactly what kind of a lawyer are you? A really good one.
Another major villain, Nuke, from the Born Again comic series, has already been featured on the Netflix Jessica Jones series. He had his whole story play out there. And although he could be brought into the fold of the MCU canon, his appearance necessitates the Avengers coming back, so seems unlikely we're gonna see the Avengers in the Daredevil Born Again series. But then again, the Avengers do need to be set up for Secret Wars at some point. This new version of Daredevil Born Again is going to feature the villain Muse as the main antagonist for Daredevil to contend with. Introduced in 2016's Daredevil number 11, Muse is a supervillain, serial killer, and pretty much straight nightmare fuel. He's obsessed with making art with his victims. It might be something like taking their blood and drawing a picture, or even more horrific and actually taking their bodies and posing them into still life. Even worse, he has super speed, super strength, and agility. Couple that with his self-defense skills, he's been known to take out entire squads of police officers. The implications of Muse in Daredevil Born Again are terrifying. Daredevil has a tight-knit, small inner circle that could be in jeopardy.
Well, if it weren't for you two, I'd still be in that cell.
Foggy Nelson is his best friend and business partner. He's been with Daredevil through thick and thin and has proven his loyalty time and time again. And there's also Karen Page, Daredevil's complicated love interest. The vigilante always has a tumultuous love life, and his relationship with Karen is no different. In the original Born Again comic series, Karen's demons get the better of her, and it leads to the entire downfall and destruction of Daredevil's entire life. This is what's so scary about Muse to him. It could put those that he cares about most in jeopardy. As Kingpin has long been Daredevil's main adversary, it would make total sense for Kingpin to hire Muse to torment Daredevil. True to the comics, Daredevil could have the realization that Kingpin is behind all of these murders and terrorizing his best friends. This would lead to a disastrous confrontation that would leave Daredevil broken on death's door. What's really intriguing about this Daredevil Born Again series is if it can bring that tone and that soul from the comic into the series. The Daredevil Netflix series back in 2015 established him as a no-holds-barred combatant. It had a real visceral action to it, so they can bring that to this new Disney series. The real question, though, is can Karen Page's guilt, sorrow, and pain really be expressed? That's the true test for this show. At the heart of Daredevil Born Again is Karen Page, plain and simple. Not only is she the catalyst for all the events in the series, she's also the guiding...
You know what's funny about that? If they are doing this, it's kind of makes this title here bullshit. From M. Modo from That Park Place. Because if it's gonna stay true to the comics, it would have to... Karen Page would have to be a girl boss to do such. Now, if there's dumbasses, you do have to have a girl boss, aka Karen Page, be that in the series, because this story is about Karen Page. It's about Karen Page. So once again, you dumbasses shows your hands again that you don't know crap about comics. You don't know crap about comics. These morons don't know crap about the comics. They're a bunch of dumbasses.
light for Daredevil until the very...
It's kind of funny, he has the Watchmen comic book right there. Is the Watchmen comic right there.
end. No matter how dark things may get, no matter how many innocent people Muse might kill, Daredevil Born Again only works if there's hope and light at the end of Daredevil's struggle. One question that surrounds the series is what happens when it finishes? With Marvel wrapping up so many series, you kinda gotta wonder if this will be the last time that Charlie Cox reprises the role, or if he could be brought into the MCU proper and we see a lot more of him moving forward. Daredevil Born Again isn't going to be just another gritty comic series. This isn't a superhero origin story. This is the grand return of a fan favorite who existed before the Disney Plus era. It will either be the triumphant continuation or his final swan song. With so much riding on it and the pedigree of the namesake, Daredevil Born Again kinda needs to be perfect every step of the way. But looking at the history of this character, I think they can do it. What do you think's gonna happen in Daredevil Born Again? Do you think they're gonna stay true to the comic, or will they blaze their own trail into new territory? Let us know in the comments below, subscribe, and thanks for watching CBR.
It's kind of funny because didn't Wilson Fisk allegedly die in Hawkeye and then brought back for Echo? So it's like he kind of died in Hawkeye thanks to Kate Bishop's mom hit him with a car, and then Maya shot him allegedly, but he didn't die. So it's like we kind of got that scene here already. So yeah, it's kind of this series gonna be kind of interesting because the Chud's gonna say they need to because the MCU is awful, but it wasn't. It's just had a bunch of missteps here and there. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, there you go. Hope y'all enjoyed that one. I'm out. God, that looks cool. God, I can't wait to watch this series. Yeah, I can't wait to see this series come out May 4th. Because you need something. And I also like the poster. I like this right here. You got Fisk here and Daredevil there. Wilson Fisk and Daredevil. It's like the yin and yang of the series. The devil's work is never done. The devil's work is never done. Yep, and it's like it's this series takes place after Echo and this Netflix series, but it also continues his story in the MCU from Far From Home and She-Hulk Attorney at Law and Echo, and that's it. So yeah, there you go. You get a bunch. You got White Tiger and Muse here. Muse is the villain, and he's the secondary vigilante in here outside of Frank Castle's Daredevil, Punisher. So yeah, there you go. Hope y'all enjoyed that one. I'm out. Like, subscribe, comment, and follow me on Instagram and somewhat TikTok until the far right takes that away from us. I'm out.